Man,
I look professional.
she's a good button pusher.
And we're live. America, welcome to sports. In layman's terms, had to make sure my mic was on.
My mic sound nice.
Check one.
Peanut
I'm
butter.
your boy, Willie So-So, and to my right we have...
Finds out I am not Connor Stallions. I know I look like him, but I am Stevie Franchise. What's going on, America?
Allegedly. Oh, to my left we have
TBD.
TBD, a.k.a.
Joy.
Joy.
I noticed that we're sitting in color coordination. Oh, that's
Joy.
It's nice. Yep.
Anyways,
New uniforms.
y'all know what we do. No coach speak, no media spin, just a bunch of folks at the bar with the drinks talking the sports, just like you. And being live from our favorite watering hole, Snookers in Livonia, Michigan. That makes us Detroit sports fans.
Facts.
As you can see, I got the old school jersey on. Shout out, the Eyes are playing, even though they got their ass whooped last night.
What's
They made a comeback.
Steve Eiserman.
Thank you. Okay, I was going to say what now?
Yeah.
Okay. My bad.
But
My apologies.
you're just gonna mispronounce all the words today. Let's get on down to it. Just like you all, we're completely tired of this U of M sign stealing investigation. Just tell us what happened, if something happened, if it didn't, whatever. Can we please just get this over with?
Yeah, that'd be
I feel
great.
like they sound like an ex-girlfriend. I saw you in the car. And it's just,
But you know what though?
if you did, then get a proof. If you're going to be in a relationship, be in a relationship. If you're going to be out, be out.
Facts, and I'm with you, except for the media. Like you said, we come on the airwaves every Wednesday at 8 p.m. and say no coach speak, no media spin. And the way the media has been handling this particular case
Definitely
is
spinning.
the reason why.
Definitely spinning.
It's a bunch of bullshit. They if you watch this show for that long, you know I'm a Michigan hater. But the way they doing these cats is wrong. They want a pound of flesh before the ink dries on the investigation. And that's just not
They want
right.
a what?
Old school term means they want to kick some ass, take some names.
Thought it was something different. I'm like, wait a minute. Go ahead. Next.
Before the ink dries.
But here's what I'm gonna do. I am literally just going to
Watch that glass. Yep.
don't want that. I'm literally just gonna run down the latest.
And greatest.
Since last Wednesday.
What's going on?
This is all new information.
We have enough time for
since
this?
Last Wednesday. I'm gonna try to get through it.
We have enough time for this?
Let's see. Here
All
we
right.
go.
I guess we'll make time for bullshit.
Deep breath. So here's the newest on the U of M sign stealing investigation. Connor Stallions, the focal point of it, resigned.
He gone.
He never admitted guilt. Also said that Jim Harbaugh had nothing to do with any of this, complicit or otherwise. Media personalities like Feinbaum and Stephen A. Smith
yeah.
are still. Oh, and then this Pete Thamel dude, whoever the fuck he is.
Stamos?
Not Thanos. Nope, not him.
Not him.
Josh Brolin was a great actor though. Anyway, media personalities are still calling for Jim Harbaugh's head. They want him suspended indefinitely. They want the Michigan Wolverines banned from the Big Ten conference championship, which more than likely they'll be going to. They also possibly want them banned from going to the CFP. The CFP has already said we don't give a fuck what y'all doing. If they're one of the teams that should be in the CFP, they're going to be in the CFP.
And CFP care more about money than anything else.
Facts on facts. Speaking of caring about money, all of the Big Ten coaches, except for Jim Harbaugh, had a conference call and surprise, surprise, they all said, hey, y'all need to suspend this man, get him up out of here.
Of course.
Not to be outdone, the athletic directors also had a conference call. They all said, get this man up out of there. As a result of this, the head of the Big Ten, has issued University of Michigan with intent to discipline. Michigan has responded. Don't quite know what they said because that didn't hit the airwaves before we came on the airwaves. But the guess is there's intent to press back with legal retaliation.
Yeah.
But wait, there's more.
What more?
A couple days ago, maybe Saturday, over the weekend, a new AP report comes out that says, hold on, wait a minute. Why y'all all trying to hit Michigan up over the head? We have new information that says Ohio State and Rutgers took their sign stealing information and shared it with Purdue, who Michigan was about to go and play last year.
Oh, looky.
Looky. So the thing about that is, everybody says, oh no, that happens all the time. Well, the problem with it is, outside of it not being someone that we know versus people that we do, this is exactly what Michigan is being accused of. So now, there should be an investigation into that. Keep you posted, we don't know. But wait, there's more.
More? Yeah.
As of 4 o'clock today,
Hey.
Michiganders, your
It's us.
state government weighed in on this.
Wow.
Yes.
They
way to spend our government bucks.
They spent your tax dollars to write a letter, and they told.
Did they do it with crayons?
Probably.
Okay.
Blue and yellow
Damn
ones.
sure then you
Maize and blue
gravel.
crayons. Maize and blue
you know,
crayons. It
the
was maize
roads
and blue.
all.
It was maize and blue crayons.
But they sent this letter to the Big Ten powers that be and said, "Hey man, y'all need to let due process play out. Don't suspend Jim Harbaugh.
Not gonna argue with that.
These kids,
I'm not gonna argue with that.
How you gonna write a letter before the school?
I'm not gonna argue that. I might
How
argue.
you gonna suspend a man before
Without
the
having any proper-
NCAA
yeah.
Right.
says anything?
True. But why are you even allowing for media personalities' opinions?
Because this is
Because that's all that is.
The only reason that this is a thing at all, and
Because it's getting
America,
attention.
by the way, I think you're now up to date on the U of M alleged sign stealing.
Yes, so the
thing.
cliff notes are it's full of shit and they just want to sabotage their chances of winning.
Pretty much. But this whole thing is now being pushed by the other
Big Ten teams.
in the Big Ten.
Which, if you flipped over their rugs and their mattresses and their couches,
that
you've
is
already
the
said
whole
that.
point. We right before we even get to anything, they did flip over their rugs, their rugs and their couches. And what do we find?
The same shit.
They're sign stealing. Which, if I'm not mistaken, raise your hand if when you first heard this, you went, y'all know everybody doing this shit, right? So either A, it's not a big deal, or B, it's a super big deal, and everybody needs to get the cut.
That's how I feel.
Or C is like you can't beat them. You're pissed off, and you say, you know what? Let's just get let's see if we can get Michigan somehow, some way.
By you saying that everybody else, Ohio, Rutgers, and they were trying to share Purdue and getting that information, wouldn't that be considered conspiracy at this point? Isn't that one?
The word that was used in the AP report was collusion,
which is actually an offensible charge.
Does it give that team a advantage?
It does not.
Man, listen. At this point, I don't know if it does. If it doesn't, don't fucking care. It's against the rules. You're not supposed to do it. But as we started this whole fuckery off, everybody does it.
So at this point, get rid of everybody then.
Well, no, I'm okay with everybody does it for sure. Did Michigan get caught? Yeah, probably.
Well,
if this was,
but it's that probably.
It's the
right.
It's
probably.
So
but
I can't punish you on something that I
but,
don't know if you did.
What my big thing is, like, all these other teams, if it happened to them, they'd be like, wait, you can't do this now.
Of course.
There's steps we got to take.
Of course.
And guess what? All these other schools right now, all of a sudden they don't got no steps. They're on that escalator. They're on that slide at the fucking airport. Going from port A to port B. No steps. You just like step on it one step. All of a sudden you're there. Like, where the fuck did I show up?
Let the job do the job. They're gonna get what they own here.
Since everybody is,
it's like
making opinions out to be facts.
Yeah.
I'm going to state an opinion
They're trying to change
that I am completely convicted is fact. If this were Ohio State, the rest of the Big Ten will want them tarred and feathered fucking investigation.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
If it were Penn State, same thing. It's Michigan, same thing. Now, what do these three schools have in common?
Winning.
They're the big three of the Big Ten.
Winning.
America, in short.
They're the big three of the Big Ten.
They own a Charlie Sheen minus the HIV.
I'm just saying, if something comes down, and if he gets suspended or Michigan doesn't, it's going to set a precedent moving forward. And you got a new Big Ten commissioner within his first year. You think this guy is going to set a new precedent how things are going forward?
No,
I
That's
doubt
not
it.
how that works.
Yeah. No, there's no way in the world that he's going to say, my first year on the job, I'm going to suspend a head coach without proper due process.
Correct.
I agree.
Because he will lose his job quicker than Harbaugh will lose his.
Well, sadly enough, the thing about this particular guy, if he doesn't do anything, the rest of the Big Ten is going to hate him. If he does do something, he looks like a complete idiot. So he's probably going to be out of a job regardless.
Anyway.
And I get that. The only thing, because I completely agree with everything that franchise says. My biggest thing is this: setting a precedent. Here comes my little bit of degree. In order to set one, you have to
degree
get
in the show
and found guilty of something. That's how the precedent gets set, because there is no law technically right here, right now. There's something where it's like, okay, this could fit this case, but the problem is, even by kind of going ahead and resigning, if you move suspiciously, now they feel like their tactics are working. So instead of letting due process happen, we're breaking down the machine. That's how media spin works. Instead of worrying about getting tried in the court of public opinion, let's let everything just happen, because opinions from us change all the time.
And that's where the precedent is getting set. That's where the precedent is getting set, because they are circumventing the due process. And everybody wants to, the Alan Haller, who is the AD for Michigan State University, who was on that call, his example was, well, when it was us last year with our players who got into the fight in the tunnel, when it was us, y'all made us suspend them before due process, which is a straw man argument. It's a false equivalent.
It is.
Here's why. You want evidence of that fight? It's right there in your face.
Correct. And it was on tape.
They
played it. We all saw it.
5 minutes after it occurred, it was viral. We all saw it. So there was an investigation
that got completed because of the evidence that was provided.
But as far as them being suspended, as far as them being suspended before an entire investigation was took forth, which to be clear,
we already saw the students that did
the investigation, the criminal investigation, mind you, all charges were dropped. But my point is, the optics of this were right there. Everybody saw it. Immediately. Here, everybody's talking about, we know they cheated. No, you don't.
You don't. You can assume we cheated.
What you know is the Washington Post reported that there is evidence that X, Y, and Z occurred.
But the funny thing is, the way it's worded is it's evidence that some possible. So even it is still not even saying determinative, or it's not determined.
Now the thing is, we all believe it happened.
Yes.
We're all thoroughly convicted that it happened. But that's not the point. That is not what due process is.
Correct.
Due process is not you look at something circumstantial and say, oh, let's connect the dots.
Correct.
They did it.
You have to prove it.
That is just how it goes, people. So please tell your local sports talk radios and your little sports shows
STFU
to do just that. Please. Let's move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Week 2 of the college football rankings came out, and they're the same as they were last week. Ohio State 1, Georgia 2, Michigan 3, Florida State 4. Now, I'm not going to beat this.
The worst died. Yeah.
Got it. But my question this week is, do y'all think that at the end of the day, we got 3 games left? Do y'all think that's what the Final Four is going to be when we're done?
I don't think so.
No. All right. Out of these four, Ohio State, Georgia, Michigan, Florida State, who you think is going to get pushed out?
I feel like
The loser in Michigan, Ohio State.
The loser of Michigan? Ha. This is the moment I feared right here. So let's
the loser of Michigan, Ohio State.
I got you.
Yeah.
But let's do this.
But I would change before we move on. I would have moved Georgia 1, Ohio State 2.
Okay.
I would have done that.
I'm over that.
Yeah.
Right.
But
I don't really care about this until end of November, anyways.
here's what I want to know. Since you brought it up,
Yes.
you went right for the juggler.
of course
Always.
he did.
In the event that Michigan loses to Ohio State,
Bite your tongue.
I'm not saying it's going to happen.
Bite your tongue.
I'm just saying, in the event that they do, you know what's going to happen, right?
Oh, it'd be a 3-way tie.
Well, yes, that's one.
Because when we beat Ohio State, yeah.
Which would mean we probably still be eligible. However,
It's gonna
in
turn
lieu
back to
of recent events,
allegations. Correct. And if we end up losing, if we didn't steal Ohio State's thing,
you know that's
You know that's what's
what's
coming.
going to happen, right?
No. I don't care. Tell you the truth, because like everything been the NCAA way. NCAA does its thing. Is it our fault the NCAA takes fucking 2 years to investigate something? No. Should this thing be accelerated because people are mad, Ohio State, and they're mad? You know, if I would say if you're mad, beat us. I don't care.
Ohio
Beat us.
State
But no,
become
just-
Michigan.
they should consider any of that stuff because they know these guys are smart people. They know
Right.
this shit goes on in every freaking
Well,
team.
I got something else.
Somebody
that
lost a bet.
Since we simply can't get away from this particular scandal, I just want to put something else out there that I'm thoroughly convicted of. We do know that the NCAA drags their feet when it comes
Not their feet.
their foots.
The footsies.
We know that they drag their feet when it comes to these investigations.
Correct.
Bill Self literally from 2017 just got his suspension, right,
Right.
along with a nice little pay
They care
raise.
about-
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there.
That's how we do it. Oh, you're in trouble. Here's raise.
But my point is this: I think this might be a little bit different. Now, again, I'm pretty sure that they did something,
Okay.
but I do not think that this evidence that they have is as cut and dry
I feel like this is a Looney Tunes
as
thing.
they make it out to be.
No.
That's just me personally.
I feel like what you
if-
just said was some
you know,
Looney
when I-
Tunes shit where Bugs Bunny's like, I don't know how you done it, but I knows you done it.
I'm pretty sure they did.
That's
and,
fine.
and there's totally other ways where this top four could change. For just-
Exactly.
I mean, there's totally. I mean, if FSU loses to Louisville in the ACCA championship game, they'll knock out Florida State.
Okay.
Say if Georgia loses to Alabama
Exactly.
in the SEC championship, that could knock out Georgia, depending on
here's-
I'm
you know.
thinking
So, I mean,
Georgia might
plenty
get
of-
knocked off. That's
this
just
is why
my
this
humble
like
opinion.
this like college football playoff until
But I look
maybe
like Georgia either's gonna come
the last
down,
week in
not
November,
being
it
out
doesn't
of
really
it,
mean,
but just
like-
not in the top four.
like the first two don't matter. There's like preseason polls
Joy
to
just
me.
hit on something now.
Was it me? Was
See,
she hit me?
You
Uh-uh.
just
Oh, good.
she's not gonna buy you a drink.
I will.
God damn it.
Actually, I think you actually have to.
I
And
don't.
We'll get to that later. We'll
No.
get to that later. But
Hey,
about
girl, hey,
Georgia,
girl, how
Y'all better
you
drop
doing?
them
we've
draws.
seen. Ooh,
You say drop your drawers?
yes, you did. But listen, about Georgia,
Uh-huh.
we've seen
Georgia.
them lose a couple of years ago. We saw them lose and still find themselves
Eligible to go.
in the CFP.
Correct.
We saw that happen.
Who's this?
Georgia.
Georgia.
Oh, we saw with Iowa State last year. They had a loss. They kept them there.
Also that.
Yeah.
Now, my personal bias is this, because I think there's somebody else that belongs in here, and I think they
Yeah.
may very well find their way
There could be other two teams that plug in
Washington to start,
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
because far and away on strength of schedule, the Pac-12 in their final year has been far and away
Best football.
the best conference in the country.
Okay.
And they're all coming to the Big Ten.
And right. I
Right.
want to see. I think
Welcome,
hope
sign
that
language.
there is some way that Washington finds their way into the season.
I mean, you never know.
You don't. But
Washington can find his way because if they beat Oregon at the end of the season
But you know, it
again,
might mess around and be a team that everybody looked at and be like, what in the world?
it could. I mean,
and if I'm a
Oregon
team,
finds their way into it,
and if I'm in a team,
What the hell?
if I'm in a team in the Final Four, and if I'm in the college football playoff, the one team I don't want to play is Washington.
That's fair. That's fair.
You know, the one team I don't want to play is Washington.
That's
I
fair.
don't want to play Washington. I don't want to play Oregon.
The
Hell,
Ducks.
truth be told, I don't want to play Washington State. I mean, I know they won't get in, but those teams are
They on their
Oregon.
Yeah.
I don't want to play them. America, we will see. All right. Let's move on to what is king.
Football.
NFL.
Well, you know what I meant.
I do.
Like, come on now.
We got you, Joy. We got you, Joy.
Thank you.
But no. Let's just start with the takeaways from this weekend. And there's a lot to take away from this weekend.
Oh, there is. There's a lot. There's a lot.
We only have two takes on this because one of us was out gallivanting in Vegas. I ain't mad.
Franchise, how was Vegas?
I'm a little.
I was gonna say, it wasn't me.
Oh, you shut it up. But as a result of the hangover,
Is Mike Tyson here?
And the good tan and the dry skin, though.
Did you at least bring the white tiger back?
right? Or
that
some of
what
the
we call
cocaine. Never mind.
Ooh, that's what we're calling it tonight. We're calling it the white tiger.
Don't ride the white horse.
But what were some of your takeaways from the weekend in the NFL?
CJ Stroud's real deal.
America, your rookie of the year.
It's gonna
CJ Stroud.
It's gonna be CJ Stroud.
You just took that. That
CJ
was
Stroud.
the main
Even though
takeaway.
it hates me to say it, I don't know why, but something down my head just telling me that kind of
I don't
hard
like him.
to say this about somebody who played at that school down south.
Right.
But
Yep.
He's a bad
he's
motherfucker.
he's the real fucking deal. And another team is like, watch out for fucking Baltimore.
Baltimore doing their thing.
Yeah.
Baltimore's
Yet another take. I actually so America, Baltimore beat Seattle this weekend.
Yeah, they did.
37-3. I felt good about that.
I heard Homer Simpson laugh. I just realized that.
yeah. At least the Lions scored 6.
Yeah. At
Right,
least we scored a touchdown.
Yeah,
I
they couldn't
felt
get a touchdown.
really, really good about that because it was like, oh, okay, it's not just us. They beat the brakes
Right.
on Seattle. So yep.
But Seattle been kind of,
But you know what though?
they're still a good team.
Up until getting their ass whooped by Baltimore,
They were doing good.
we're based on record, we'd have to consider them a better team than us.
Technically. And they beat us. So
That's what I'm saying.
Thank God they're in the AFC.
that board.
No, I'm talking about Seattle.
Oh yeah,
But thank God Baltimore is in the AFC. But
AFC's loaded.
Yes, they are.
and the team holding the gun right now is Baltimore.
Even though the Super Bowl, the reigning Super Bowl champs, their record is still really nice in the AFC. The AFC is loaded.
Also,
Because ain't they 7-2?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Kansas City is, even though as sloppy as they look, they making it work.
And that's the crazy part. You look at them, and the eye test tells you
They should be
that
losing
they're
every game.
not
Yes.
that good.
But look at that record. They are.
That
They 7-2.
good.
They're good.
The last takeaway for me can literally be summed up in 3 words. Joshua fucking Dobbs. Joshua fucking Dobbs.
That's a 1 week thing. It's not like
fair. But this dude has a track record of doing that.
Yeah.
it is pretty unbelievable what he did.
He did it again. This ain't Baker Mayfield a one-off.
I thought I heard something like it was like his 5th team in 2 years.
And he's coming
in 2 years and 5 teams.
Last minute.
Last Wednesday.
One of them being a playoff game.
Yep.
He was there on Wednesday. He got to Minnesota on Wednesday. He went to that game and said, "Hey, my name's Josh. Give me a uniform. I'll walk up and down the sidelines."
Mm-hmm.
That was his job that day.
Supposed to be.
Josh, hi. I'm your coach, Stefanski. Yeah, good. Here's your jersey. All I want you to do is walk up and down the sideline and introduce yourself. That's all we're doing today. You know,
That's it.
we'll get you a camera like everybody else when we get back
There's
home.
a name tag, so everybody can recognize you.
Yeah.
Instead, the rookie quarterback gets hurt. Joshua Dobbs comes in and leads a comeback.
Right. Yeah.
Is this dude any good?
And I only saw the highlights because again I was in Vegas at a
I'm not
prayer
going
convention.
to take nothing away from him because what he did was pretty incredible. But we've seen him at times be a quarterback a couple multiple weeks in a row and teams to figure him out. Atlanta is Atlanta. They're not there yet.
No, they're not.
He's going to have a test this week against that defense in New Orleans. You know, New Orleans has got a pretty good defense, but trouble with New Orleans, they can't score. So that this game might be a 13-10 game too, which Josh Dobbs could make one great play and take him a win. Yeah.
So is with that said that if there are any Minnesota Vikings fans tuned in, I have something to say to you. Why won't you fucking die? Just die. Die. They won't go away.
5-4.
They won't go away.
5-4.
The team started out 0-3. They won't go away.
Is that what your question really is?
Yes. Yeah. That's my question.
Why won't you just die? We just died.
Die, pig, die.
Go for
They won't go away.
And the Vikings ain't even here no more.
Nothing wrong about tanking.
There
Nothing
are
bad
still
about
Lions
that.
that exist, but Vikings don't exist anymore.
Ain't wrong about
They
tanking.
gotta go.
They need to go away. Just saying.
Just go.
All right.
We let you play in our stadium and everything.
Right. Do us this solid. Go.
The least you can do is just go home somewhere.
Remember that one time we let you play in our stadium?
Right. Take that bullshit somewhere else.
But last but not least, I want to do this.
Here we go. What,
it's the middle of the season. Yeah.
TBD might not have these answers.
It's prediction time.
Let's go 1 through 7.
I know she wants Victor Wimbledon, and
we're still
Gonzalez.
That's NBA.
And Ramirez.
We're still in.
Don't you play me like that? Don't you do that? Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby?
She wants Wimbledon, Ramirez.
All right.
Ramirez was a good choice.
Here we. All for racist, but funny, and you had a half a shot.
Right.
But listen,
stereotypical, not racist.
Right.
But here we go. 1 through 7, NFC. Your 1 seed is
Philly.
2.
Detroit.
3.
San Fran.
4.
Saints.
The second. Oh, from the AFC. I mean,
NFC South.
NFC South. Got it. Okay. 5. Here we are with the wild cards.
Dallas.
Boom.
Seattle.
And
the team that won't go away, goddamn fucking Minnesota.
All right, which is crazy because if they get to 7 seed, we fucking wind up playing them in the first round.
Right.
That's crazy.
Right.
TBD?
What we doing?
NFC seedings, the first 7.
Oh, shit, I don't know the difference between them.
Well, number 1.
Okay. Number 1 is definitely Philly.
There you go.
Number 2.
We're going to have to go with...
Please say a team with a winning record.
I'm just going to say us.
There you go.
Because,
There you go.
I know we're NFC.
Right.
Number 3.
It's a start.
Shit. I know who it's not going to be. But anyway, I don't fucking know. All I know is Detroit going to win. I don't know all the... I only know a couple teams on AFC and a couple of teams on NFC. I know Philly going to be there. Because Ravens are AFC.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. So then Jaguars, I think, going to be...
AFC.
They AFC. They're going to be a wild card. Okay.
No.
Jaguars are probably going to be the 4th seed.
Probably going to be the 4th. They might be the 3rd. They might be a 3 seed.
Okay. So let me do this. I don't fucking know. I just care about Detroit.
TBD, I have no.
I'm going. Did you say San Fran?
Yes, I did. It's either San Fran or Seattle going to win that division.
I just didn't remember who you
item 3. Item 3. Item 3.
Did we say anything about Miami or is that AFC?
That's AFC.
God damn it.
All right.
You're getting there, girl.
Detroit.
I know way more AFC teams than AFC.
You do. Clearly.
You always got to be different.
Detroit. This is hope against hope. Detroit is going to get the 1 seed. Detroit is going to get the 1 seed.
Of the whole division or just in their division?
For the whole
NFC.
Yes.
Oh,
what you going to do on your bye week? Ooh, that could be a topic.
He going to buy us drinks.
Yeah.
What are you going to do on your bye week?
Number
2.
Detroit, 1. 2, Philly.
Really?
Yes. 3, San Fran.
Yeah.
Okay.
4.
Don't you do it. Don't you
I
do it.
don't want to do it because I believe
You say
they're
Dallas, I'll kick you smooth
frauds.
out this chair.
No. Can't be. No, they'll be a wild card.
Okay.
4, they're frauds. I can't stand them.
Vikings.
No, it can't be.
Tampa Bay.
Really?
Yes. Because I have no faith in the NFC South.
Baker Mayfield
I have no faith in them.
in the Tampa Bay
I have no
Buccaneers.
faith in them. They're frauds. I know. I have
Atlanta's
no faith in them.
NFC.
Yes.
You would do Tampa
that's
Bay
fine.
for
All
Atlanta.
right.
Yes, because
You ain't done.
I'm thoroughly convinced
You're not.
that as fraudulent as Tampa Bay is, Atlanta is even more fraudulent.
You're not done yet. Just gotta flip that burger.
Okay.
Who's your wild cards?
5, Dallas. Hate to say it. 6, Seattle,
Why you say Seattle like you had a frog in your throat?
because I hate the motherfuckers.
I don't mind Seattle.
I do. I like Geno Smith, but I can't stand the fact that they done beat us 3 straight times.
I mean, that's fair, but I've always been a Seattle Seahawks fan, just in general.
And I can't believe they're not going to hang around. They're not. They can't. They won't. They shouldn't.
They shan't.
They shall.
You
not.
shan't.
So with that said, 7.
Toronto Argonauts.
You're gonna say Vikings.
New Orleans.
Okay, so you went the other way. I can see that.
New Orleans.
I can see that, though. I can see that.
And Lord knows that they don't. The NFC South does not deserve to have 2 seeds in the playoffs.
That'd be hilarious.
What?
Maybe that's when Goodell will say, okay, maybe we fucked up something here. We need to redo this.
because I'm starting here in my head. Like I really know a lot of AFC teams.
And
All right, and guess where we're going next?
Where we're going next? Doing the same exercise on the AFC side.
I don't like
Round 2.
Hit it. 1.
Chiefs.
Chiefs. 2.
Baltimore.
Baltimore. Whoa.
Yeah.
You got. Oh wow. All right. Chiefs. Baltimore. 3.
Jacksonville.
Wow. 4.
The Dolphins.
The Dolphins. Huh. Okay. 5.
Cincy.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, 6.
6.
Buffalo.
7.
Cleveland.
You think Cleveland gonna make it in?
I think they have a chance.
With
Well, I'm looking at the other teams.
PJ Walker and Mr. I don't feel
No,
like
no,
playing
Deshaun
Watson.
No, Deshaun Watson played last week. He's playing again this week.
I don't trust him.
Well, you asked. It's a midseason report. Okay.
Got it.
It's fluid.
Got it.
It's fluid.
Got it. All right. TBD. So
I'm
we
going
need 7.
Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Number 1. Number 2. Dolphins.
Woo.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, I do. Number 3.
All right,
Baltimore.
Be more.
I'm going B more. Number 4. Jacksonville.
See, here we go. We all got the top 4 teams. Oh, look how she's thinking.
Number 5.
Jet lag or not. That's what you saw
so
there.
stupid. I am 3 hours behind.
Right.
Number 5. I don't know. Cause I really don't give a fuck. But what are the Chargers? They AFC
Yes.
Chargers.
Okay. That's actually not a bad pick.
Cincy.
Okay.
And then
What?
Buffalo. Nah, I would flip the last 3, but I ain't mad at that.
I mean, that's what you would do.
Yeah. Sure. Got it.
Because that game last night, they did that game.
Well,
I mean, they played against, but still.
yeah. I mean, I hear you, and yeah, it was the Jets. Okay. Baltimore.
You got one?
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Why'd you look at me when I said Baltimore
Right,
2?
right.
You looked at me when I said 2. You're like, really?
Right,
Baltimore?
No, because I thought you'd have them number 1.
I thought that
Why?
reaction. I thought the reaction would be when I said KC number 1. When I said
Right.
Baltimore, you had a reaction.
No, I thought
You sure you were in Vegas and you got hurt jet lag?
No, I just thought you would have.
But he said, "What is it that was irrational?"
No, I'm literally sitting saying to myself.
You're saying it like it was irrational, like irrational.
All right.
I just thought he would have said Baltimore first.
All right, so you got Baltimore.
Baltimore.
2.
Kansas City.
3.
3. Yeah, Jacksonville.
4.
4. Yeah, the Dolphins.
All right, now here comes the tough part. Now it's
Now
it's your wild cards.
5. Cincy.
Okay.
That was the easy one because I said it.
6. 6. This is actually harder.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
As long as she said it to me.
Right.
She did not.
Ooh. 6. 6.
Buffalo.
Oh, that's what I said. Stop looking at my sheet.
And then 7 is the
Pittsburgh.
Yes.
With 135 total offensive yards every single week.
Okay.
And he got a wide receiver.
And somehow or another, they're still 5-3.
They are.
That's gonna run out though. It's gonna run out.
They are 5-3.
That's gonna run out though. That's gonna run out.
Well, we'll see.
That's gonna run
We'll see. America, you heard that here first. Let's move on.
out. Month from today, we'll rework this. We should have a clearer picture then about another month about the wild cards.
For sure.
Moral of the story is I need to learn more NFCs.
I'll take that moral.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to B-ball.
Ooh, this is when I usually take my nap.
Yeah, and you're definitely going to take a nap on this because this is going to be a very short segment. Anybody have a take on Victor Wembanyama yet?
Stud.
I'm not sold on it.
Why you always gotta be
But it's
different?
only the beginning of the season.
And it is. Maybe we're not even 10 games in.
And see, right now, I don't see what all the hype is about, but I've only seen like 3 games.
He's only averaging 20 points a game.
That's fair.
I mean, but at this point,
That's
everybody,
fair.
the high scores be 180 points to 160.
This is also true.
That's how they play nowadays.
I still need to see some aggression from the kid. And maybe it'll come in time. I mean, he is what, 18, 19?
And the French
He,
play,
he needs to get a couple cheeseburgers in
they
him,
have a
that's for
level of
sure.
maturity. But what I was told was he's bigger now than what he was when he entered into the league. So I mean, but everybody is not supposed to be.
I don't even be like, well, but I for what he was billed as, I just really want to see some more
tenacity.
dog.
Okay.
I mean, I watched a clip the other day. The man,
He's very
got
passive
his-
and timid.
he got his shot blocked, a dunk no less, by a dude that was 6'4". That's just not supposed to happen.
That is fair.
That's just not supposed to happen.
That is fair.
All right.
Was Victor trying to dunk from his knees?
I'm not about to play with
sadly,
you.
no. You know you're being a complete asshole about it. No.
You're an asshole.
I'm just saying, that's big.
But that's hilarious.
It's a good chance. And he's still tall. His wingspan's probably taller than me. yeah.
You get shot off over me.
Right.
Meanwhile, Lil Dennis Rodman doing his thing.
I guess so.
Who?
Lil Dennis Rodman.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah, I saw him. Yeah.
I like him. I
Me
really
too.
just like the fact that out of all the people to idolize, Dennis Rodman. You know what type of irritant you have to be for your entire career to
be Dr. Junior.
be the protege of Dennis Rodman.
He probably
I
be
don't need you to score nan
He
points.
probably whispering rando shit in their ear to my hey,
Right.
your zero belong in your ass. Say what?
I need you to be somewhere in between Charles Oakley and Pat Beverly. That's what I need.
That's fair.
But okay, let's go ahead and get the hell out of this particular realm.
Oh, am I going to talk about the in-season tournament?
Ask one question so we can just get it out. The NBA in-season tournament has started. Anybody care?
No.
Nope.
But you know what I do? I think they got pretty cool uniforms and pretty new court. That's kind of cool. But like,
Yeah.
remember the days when all you had like one uniform home, one
Right,
uniform
well, we knew
away,
exactly who was at home. And who was,
one fucking court. Now these teams got four
I
different.
just
They got
don't-
4 different courts.
I just don't want to
17 different uniform conversations.
I feel like you need to earn your jerseys.
I don't want to tune in to a basketball game and the court look like it's on fire.
Right.
Take a nap, Hank.
This shit looks horrible.
I mean, these games are the same. What I mean,
The
players are taking it. It's not going to matter until that one game that doesn't count against their record.
That's going to matter, and that's the shit that really irks me because everybody.
Let's start winning first, and then start.
Well, but the thing about the whole tournament is everybody knows that it's simply a money grab.
Yes.
It's not even a real tournament. These are simply regular season games played in different uniforms on different courts.
So, do you win more money or no? What does it do for the team?
They get $1 million.
Next.
No, 500,000. Each player gets $500,000.
At this point, you may as well.
No, you get 500,000.
You may as well just give them all Lucy's and scratch off tickets. Next.
We've talked way too much about this.
Oh, yeah.
I am completely disinterested.
Well, Pistons, anything to fix them?
They've lost 6 straight, and
I got a solution.
Monty Williams has some explaining to do.
I got a solution.
What's the solution?
Go play in France.
Moving on.
Come on, football.
I'm not fucking with you.
Come on. We got Killian Hayes. He fits right in. He can show us the ways
This is
of
why
the
I
French.
don't like them.
How to eat French fries.
Sure,
I enjoy French fries.
even though they weren't made in France.
What
Continuing.
was that thing at
on.
breakfast? What did we used to have breakfast? French. What do they call that? French?
Well,
That's
all I know.
croissants? Did
Yeah.
you say something about breakfast?
No, we used to
I
like
get those from Burger King.
get some kind of French
Why do you
something.
go to
We used to
Burger
put them in the on the
You
stove.
don't care about
Put a
your
little bread, a
feelings.
little cinnamon, French. What I don't know what it's called.
Cinnamon rolls.
I mean, it wasn't that, but it's around the same.
Moving on.
Baguette.
See what
So
happens. See what
here's-
happens. See what happens. You talk about
Here's
basketball.
what we're going to
I talk
do.
about food.
He started talking about delicatessens of
Right.
bakeries.
I'm hungry. Talk about basketball. I talk about food.
So let's move to something that's this is actually sort of serious.
Oh, are we?
Oh,
yeah.
God, okay.
Sorry. Let me put my serious face on.
So Liverpool soccer team, whatever they are, one of their players, Luis Diaz, just came back to soccer action after his parents were abducted in Colombia. Also, as a result of recent attacks in Israel, Detroit Lions linebacker Alex Angeloni, his parents were accosted in Israel
That's not good.
at all. Now, we know that these professional sports teams print money. There has to be something they can do to sort of kind of keep this type of shit from happening.
Like what?
Not the actual events, but some type of security, something.
But there are different laws in each country, and I don't know. I don't think it's that easily fixed, but I don't know.
Money talk.
Because if that's the case, then a lot of you open that door up for people targeting people's families at this point now.
That's exactly what happened with the Luis Diaz cat.
Well,
Yeah, but that's not what happened with Alex and
Alex, his parents were on his parents were on a church trip over there.
Right.
So wrong place, wrong time. I hate to say it, but that's what it was.
is. But I don't want to start opening it because at this point now you open up a wormhole of I don't know. But again, at this point, the athlete, if it's my parents and not saying he didn't do anything, so let me preface that. I don't think it's up to those professional entities as far as the company-wide thing to do something. Because that's almost like if I look at my company, if I've done everything well for you and I'm a high-paid employee, y'all should pay for my mama's medical bills and stuff like that. Let me bring you where I am.
I mean, at the end of the day, I think it shows everybody's human. Everybody is.
You're susceptible to any kind of horrific
it could happen.
tragedy.
It could happen to any of us.
Okay.
So I don't want to open up that
it could happen to any of
wormhole
us.
For now is because technically he's an employee and that's the company that he works for. So at this point, you want the company to be that's not.
I'm not saying they have to be responsible for necessarily anything. I'm
misunderstood.
Saying with these types of things happen more often than we care to admit.
That's fair.
And with that being said, and because these entities literally print money. Soccer, football, basketball, baseball, they print money. So in the event that you have family going here or perhaps living there, whatever the case may be, some system to where, and maybe it's not something where they just have to pay for this added security. Maybe like insurance. You, the player, you pay into something where they provide.
Did that cat from Louisville, his parents get back yet or no?
I'm not sure.
See, to me,
so like
I've
said my parents are still missing. I'm not playing soccer.
That part. At that point, that's when it becomes the individual's responsibility.
And I'm not gonna go the route and say my parents would want me to play. No, I'm
No, because see, I'm not gonna be able to concentrate. I'm going to what it is.
I dig it. And
now, from a company standpoint, now maybe they have one of those things of you don't have to worry about your contract or anything being messed with or your funds being messed with as a result of you taking care of family matters.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I think that's the only thing they can do.
I'm pretty sure they allow for that. But in the interim, when
I don't know, some good legal fees because even regular little jobs got legal shields.
But I don't
something better than us.
I don't know how influential Luis Diaz is.
Right.
I know that Alexander Zaloni isn't a superstar.
Yeah,
so then again,
but what I'm saying is when some of these players do have to take the leave of absence in these types of instances, that does affect this company's bottom line.
It can. But what you just said was both of them are not trying to sound disrespectful. Just talking off the if they're not that influential, most companies, especially when it comes to this, if you're not the franchise player or if you're not the golden child, if you're not, that tends to happen. But again, you are making enough money. I still feel like this is an individual's responsibility. I know I'm worldwide. I know I have some notoriety. I know that I'm known and I'm in a position of privilege where I make more money than what my parents and what I did prior to. So let me protect my family.
Just a thought.
Yeah. I don't think that's
definitely not a hill I die on, but I just find it interesting because this type of thing happens a lot more than
which I agree with, but there might be things that are already in place that they don't want to brag about because at that point you open yourself up for more people to
maybe.
I'll say one more
10% scale.
I'll say one more thing about this, and I don't want to like I said go to rabbit hole, but I mean this goes all the way back to when Michael Jordan's father. It goes all the way back then. I don't want to talk about it, but we all know it happens. It's going to be happening.
But we are definitely praying for the safety of their families.
Right.
I don't want to. I feel because I don't want to come across insensitive.
One more tearjerker and then we'll move on.
I don't feel like crying.
So here's what happened.
Okay.
I'm all ears.
Eric Ben and America, keep this in mind. We do not talk golf on this show.
Who?
But we're about to briefly, and it's actually not even really about golf.
Is this Make-A-Wish Foundation brought to you by Sports Layman's Terms?
No.
Oh.
Eric Ben Roy won the World Technology Golf Championship over the weekend.
That mean you played like on a video game?
Man, I don't know.
Okay. Like top golf?
Just let me get through this so I don't have to say golf again. But he dedicated the win to one of his former college teammates, John Trezimar, who is terminally ill, has melanoma cancer. Now, my question is, how inspired, do y'all really think that tragedy is that inspiring to sports performances?
I think it's that inspiring to just anything. If you have a whole, not necessarily goal in mind, but when you know that you're working for someone else and you understand what it is, it does make it more important than just you yourself. So it does give you a little bit more of, I'm working towards something that's bigger than me.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna be careful how I say this. I think it does, but I don't want to say I'm playing harder because somebody else is.
I don't.
It's like because somebody else's bad times. I'm gonna play harder now because you're dying tomorrow. I think they all try every single day, but I think sometimes
it adds a little bit more
Yeah.
importance in the heart because see, it's not just me
yeah.
that I'm doing this for.
And,
So
you know,
I do
yeah.
believe that does have an impact.
I mean, I think it does have something to do with it. Yeah, like you want to try harder for your friend,
exactly.
but you're not going to try not as hard
You're
to
not gonna
follow
try not as hard if it's
next
just
week.
you.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I see your unintentional shitty comment and raise you one.
But God bless
I'm
and God
sorta-
speed to his friend.
I'm sort of kind of sick and tired of the media trying to play it up,
But that's what media does.
and it makes me sick
Yes.
because
you're
I
taking
think
away the
it
importance of it.
cheapens it.
It does.
You know, you're doing this and you're shoving them. Let's say that this man really was playing for something, you know, playing for his teammate, and this is heavy on his heart. I mean, he wins. The first thing you want to do is shove a goddamn mic in his face.
Yes.
That lessens
I will say
the importance.
this. Media needs to take a better training course or some type of when someone is really going through something. Sometimes the last thing they want to talk about are these two things: themselves and how it affects them.
Millions.
And millions.
Exactly. Now I know your friend. I mean, and they do it regardless of how many times you say, "Not trying to sound offensive." Just let them enjoy that moment.
Mm-hmm.
It's because the more you do that, number one, you actually might irritate that person because how people grieve just because somebody is still here does not mean the grief process has not started. And if I did this, don't cheapen it by bringing the attention on me if I did it for them. Because you're still bringing it on the person. And if I'm going through it, I don't even want to talk about my feelings about it because I'm not the person who's physically going through it. So I get what you're saying, and I wish they took a lesson in what is called. Now, this is what real sensitivity training is. Sensitivity does not mean I can't give you my opinion. What it means is I respect the person's feelings about anything that they may be going through, and I might be able to just take a step back and be like, you know what, congratulations on your win. We know what you're going through personally, but I congratulate you on your win. Do you have any words? Sad
to say, that is apropos, and it will never fucking happen.
It won't.
But let's move on to the last little bit.
The last who?
The last little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, TBD.
So
sorry.
Wasn't TBD CH.
Once again. Just had to do it. So check.
In that
this
order.
This last little bit of business, we're going to get out the way, and then we're going to get out the way for real. So, Detroit Tigers pitcher Eduardo Rodriguez opted out of his contract.
Ooh,
on the count of three, can we all say good riddance, asshole? 1, 2, 3.
Who?
Good riddance, asshole.
Fine. I'm good with it. Like
I
wouldn't mind having him. I wouldn't mind having him, but I'm not going to pay him for what he wants. But to that case, yeah, good riddance.
It's Ramirez available.
No, it's the other R word for last name.
Gotcha.
You know what? I'm gonna keep how I feel about Eduardo Rodriguez to myself and move right.
No, he doesn't fit the timeline. He would have been if his contract. If his contract was like solid, where he didn't have an opt out, I'd be happy to have him because we got a lot of young pitchers on our squad. But I'm not gonna pay a guy. We already got to pay Javier Baez $25 million next 4 years.
I'm gonna tell you how petty I am.
How petty is he?
I want to re-sign Eduardo Rodriguez just so I could trade his bitch ass to somewhere where he don't want to go.
Good night, America.
Maybe the Dodgers.
Because you want to dodge his fishes?
Anywhere that he, where's the?
Oh,
where is the place where you absolutely, positively don't want to go?
No, you know what'd be the total slap in the face?
University.
If he in free agency he signs with the.
Had to do that.
You know what the total slap in the face would be if he signs with the Dodgers?
He probably will.
Remember, because like he didn't want to go to the Dodgers. He said he wanted an extra $20 million to go to the Dodgers.
Guess what? You know what he said? You know what he said today? Or maybe it was yesterday?
Como estás?
Oh. Well, I don't know how you say this shit in Spanish. Ramirez? He said he's open to a trade anywhere. He's open to he'll go anywhere. Fuck this dude. And I did not think that I would feel this way about Eduardo Rodriguez. Fuck.
Adios.
I'm just
it's adios. It's adios.
I'm not quite sure how you say that in Spanish, but
you can say adios.
Goodbye. And speaking of goodbye, that is goodbye for us. We are out of here. I'm sure you heard something ridiculous today. You can catch us on Twitter, X, whatever, at Lay Terms Sports. You can catch us on Facebook at Layman's Terms.
No,
Sports and Layman's Terms. Hell, email us at Laymans
Sports at Gmail.
And of course,
Or-
we're always here every Wednesday, 8 p.m.
Come up here, have a
also have a
burger.
YouTube
Great
channel.
burger deals. Get up here.
YouTube.
Yep.
Burger
Sports
fry.
at Laymans.
Burger fry. $7. Come on up here and chill with us.
Yep.
Kick it with us. One last note. A couple of weeks ago, we had a bet on who would win the World Series.
Good night, America.
Yeah. Don't. I hope you're going to get the shots.
I am not. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do them live because I'll do it.
But
Yeah, we're doing live. We're doing live.
Long story short, now without getting too
Not a
far into the
problem.
minutia of it, y'all both went over 3. I just want y'all to know
She's
that.
going by this time. I'll ride next time.
Okay.
But
She's on her way. I don't want to stop her. Girl
just-
power.
just
Girl
figured I'd
power.
Give y'all that. This has been Sports and Layman's Terms.
Wait, no, we got to say
No, we
live.
gotta stay on live.
We're doing our
We're
shots
doing the
live.
shots.
Y'all really want to do the shots?
We're doing shots live, so we have to like
Hang in.
impromptu.
Can we have 3
Okay.
shots?
We got
Fine.
impromptu.
Fine.
I wish there's a story out there that we can talk about. I mean, I wish there was some kind of.
Me and him are gonna do 2 Tito's
Yeah.
or whatever
I'll
franchise
tell you
does.
what. Since we're talking about
I'll do a white
Eduardo
tee.
Rodriguez,
Hank can do a Tito's,
Right.
and then franchise.
Baseball.
get
I can talk about baseball.
let's do this. So, while we're waiting on shots,
Shots.
what do you want? What do you want your
What do you
Tigers to
want
do
from me?
this year?
This offseason, actually, the less the better when it comes to the Tigers. I don't want them to go sign a big name because I want that big name to block somebody center Sesame Street and ready to come up. If anything, I want like a veteran pitcher. That's what I'm saying. If if Eduardo Rodriguez
You're
would
gonna say
would
Ramirez.
stay, I'd been okay with it. I wanted to say Ramirez, but I couldn't say it. But if he would have stayed, I would have been okay with it. But like, I don't want them to block the path of our young guys, Justin Malloy, Cole Keith, Justice Bigby. We got people down there in Toledo that's ready to come up now. So I am looking forward to next year with the Tiger baseball.
I don't know how many of these cats are coming up. So, or should I say how many of them are ready to actually come up? We hear a lot of talk,
I'm gonna give you 3 right now.
but I don't know if they're ready.
I just gave you 3. I think all 3 were coming up. And watch out for Jace Young too. Jace Young might be coming up here too, and he might be like, and he's not gonna be a September call up. He might be a June call up, where because like, who's
I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure.
you just watched Arizona Diamondbacks make it to the World Series, and they only had 6 more wins than the Detroit Tigers.
Well, checkmate.
And if you look at the free agency this year, there's really no big names. Not this year. They were all last year.
Which
The
is
year
why I
before.
would be
We're down
okay
12.
with the trade. We got the money, and we now also have
Shots.
We got shots.
shots.
Yours is coming, Hank. So.
All right. I don't.
So you want to break?
like them. I would like for them to attempt to get rid of some dead weight.
They won't be able to though. Javi's a done deal. You got him.
I ain't necessarily saying it has to be Javi Baez.
What are you
But
talking about though?
Some of these cats that don't seem like they're gonna be a long-term fit. But that's enough. I was literally just stalling for the drinks.
You guys are welcome.
Dollar bill, yo.
And cheers.
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 This
Cheers.
is how you actually.
This is how you close the show.
And that has been sports in layman's terms.
That's how we should do that like every week.
Get drunk right on air. I'm with you.
Right. Just like kind of like